Good morning, CCA. I'm Constantine.
And I'm Philip. And as always, this is CCA-TV.
Sadly, this is our final episode of CCA-TV.
It's been a pleasure, CCA, but it's time to wrap things up and say goodbye. Let's play that intro one more time, shall we?
We shall. Roll the intro.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
These are my two favorite boys.
Recently, citizens of San Diego County encountered possibly the most abundant rain they've seen in their entire lives.
The rain caused floods, delays, traffic, and a tornado warning. Yes, you heard me correctly. A tornado warning in the Carmel Valley area located near Torrey Pines High School.
This caused a forced, sheltered-in-place emergency situation at Canyon Crest Academy, which lasted until 20 minutes after the final bell rang.
CCA-TV has coverage of the event, along with an interview with Principal Mueller discussing what to do in an emergency situation.
It's raining quite a lot.
A tornado could be heading toward Carmel Valley.
So on January 6th, there was a tornado warning.
I think the school responded appropriately. Technically, what we went into is called a sheltered in place. A sheltered in place is where students and staff remain indoors because there are elements outside that could be harmful.
Some people went under the desks and then other people went in the back of the room.
I just tried to keep everybody not in dangerous places, away from the windows. We went over to the other side of the classroom.
I wasn't really that afraid of the tornado warning. I figured that it was being handled really well by the school.
I was asleep the whole time.
My parents, I got a lot of texts immediately, and I just told them that the situation was being handled.
I never thought a tornado warning would happen in Carmel Valley.
We will include, when we're talking about emergency preparedness, what a sheltered in place means and how we as a school community should respond to that type of drill.
Right across the street from Canyon Crest Academy, we have the Village at Pacific Highlands Ranch, which was built almost 1 year ago today.
To add a more convenient way for students to access these restaurants and stores, Conservatory for the Humanities has been hard at work pitching a land bridge that extends from this sidewalk to that one.
Let's take a look at their progress on this endeavor.
So one of the major problems we see right now is the pedestrian traffic and the amount of people and cars that are going through the intersection in front of our school.
I think it's a good idea to reduce the traffic because lots of times it gets blocked up and it's harder for all the staff and parents to get in and out of the school.
It's only one way out when you're just getting picked up or when you're going across the street.
The project that we're working on in the Conservatory for the Humanities involves trying to address the situation at the intersection at the front of the school.
With the help of the Envision Cinema, we were actually able to do drone studies, so we got to see how traffic flows using a drone. We've decided that a protected left would vastly and greatly help the traffic flow in front of our school.
A protected left, so a left turn only green arrow, so that you don't have pedestrians and cars trying to turn left and cars trying to turn right who are coming out of the intersection.
We've taken steps. We've contacted the Carmel Valley Planning Board, and we've actually gotten a meeting with them, and we're going to be presenting how are we solving issues at our school and in our community and in our city.
This coming fall, Tino and I will vote in our very first presidential election.
It's still the primary season, but some people have very strong opinions about who should run our country.
We go now to our reporters, Christopher Razniak and Naveen Bose, for coverage of this event.
Hey guys, have you heard there's a presidential election going on? Currently, the two major parties are in the process of determining who they will nominate to be the next president of the United States. In the next few weeks, the first caucuses and primaries will take place in Iowa and New Hampshire. Currently, the Democratic race is in a tight competition between former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Senator Bernie Sanders. However, across the aisle things are a little murkier. The Republican race still has many candidates vying for the nomination. Currently, businessman Donald Trump has a solid lead over the rest of the nominees. The others trying to beat out Trump include Senator Ted Cruz, Senator Marco Rubio, and Dr. Ben Carson. Now, let's hear from the students and faculty around CCA to see what they think about the election so far.
So it's definitely a chaotic election season.
I think they've been fairly tame with the exception of Trump, but I don't know if he's a good person to really to judge, because he's just a new dynamic all in and of himself.
A lot of people are very frustrated with Washington. They see that nothing's getting done, even though there's a lot of rhetoric.
I think it's great to see such a huge diversity of all of these different philosophies in candidates, especially in their politics.
I think the most important thing is that you first of all research the issues that are important to you, and then how that candidate, what their policies are with regard to those issues.
Hey, can we interview you really quickly for the presidential election? Alright, 2016. Once you guys go off and list your candidate.
I think you gotta go Donald.
Donald Trump.
Bernie Sanders.
Hillary Clinton. You don't have to touch it.
Definitely not Donald Trump, because he's bald.
What would you say about Trump's decision to donate $36 million to a charity?
I think that's obviously a great idea.
What do you think about Trump's decision to personally go to Uganda and deliver medicine to sick kids?
I think that's great.
So would you go back on your original statement that you don't like Trump?
Yeah, I would still go back.
2016 presidential election, who are you going for?
Bernie Sanders. Well, I mean, the average lifespan is 71 years, and that's how old he is.
State of America, are you happy with it?
No, I'm not. I feel that we live in tyranny.
What's up, dude? How's it going, man?
I just feel like it's like a police state that we live in. History repeats itself, so.
Presidential election, 2016 presidential election. Where do you stand?
I gotta register to vote first.
Oh! She's not even 18. Due to many factors, including lack of proper environmental protection and ignorance, many scientists say that our planet has been greatly affected by global warming.
Global warming has been blamed for many drastic changes in temperature and climate on a drastic level.
Here in Carmel Valley, we've definitely felt the erratic change.
Whether you need to take on or off the jacket, the outdoors, many believe, will never be the same.
Climate change has affected people, animals, and habitats worldwide. In San Diego, the two main threats have been the drought and rising sea levels. The increasing average temperature has decreased rainfall while increasing heat waves. Californians have been forced to conserve water to combat the drought. The increasing average temperature has also melted the ice caps in the North Pole. Climate scientists suggest that by 2050, several parts of San Diego will be underwater.
Climate change is happening because there's more carbon dioxide in the air or in the atmosphere than there used to be. So here in San Diego, we might expect to see things like rising sea levels, and all along our coastal community, that's going to be a big problem.
The most pressing climate issue, according to me, would probably be the greenhouse gas effect, where the CO2's got nowhere to go.
My solution to global warming would be to limit how long I take to shower.
I think the best thing for us to do as a community, as a culture, is to move away from burning fossil fuels.
Possibly the most successful idea to come out of CCA is the CCA Today app, developed by CCA students Rachel Gorgas, Lorenzo Patino, Madison Moreno, Keeney Fox, and Hannah Bush.
Rachel Gorgas had the honor of meeting with President Obama at the White House last year for their services in business.
Here's an update on how the app's doing, which is receiving national exposure across the country. Take a look.
We created CCA Today to connect students across campus and update them with the most recent information.
We won some entry-level awards, and we also won the JA Company of the Year and the Social Media Award in Washington, D.C. It was really amazing, and actually one of our team members from last year got to meet Obama.
The CCA Today app includes things such as this week's lunch menu, Meet Your Ravens, the last episode of CCA-TV, and push notifications for things like late start, school events, and sports.
Download CCA Today!
And now a spotlight on Snuggles,
an organization created for students in need by a student in need.
So when I was 10 years old, I found out I had a heart condition and that I needed open heart surgery to fix it. When I was 11, I got the surgery and I was really nervous. My godmother gave me a little blanket and it was like a security blanket and it was really comforting. So after I got the surgery, I decided to make pillows and blankets so that kids could feel the same way.
When Cammie came to me and said that she wanted to do blankets, neither one of us knew how to sew, so we went to her godmother and asked for advice. And so she taught us the basics of how to sew.
2 to 3 kids each week get heart surgery at Rady Children's Hospital. So we try to make at least 20 every month. We've made over 150 pillows and blankets for kids. Heart Snuggles has a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we also have a website, and it's just at Heart Snuggles.
As you know, CCA, we aren't the only hosts who grace you with our presence every Friday.
Here's Michael and Hannah with the latest in sports.
Good morning, Ravens.
Today we bring to you our very last sports segment of the season.
We've had many great memories and we'll never forget them.
Now let's take a look at some of CCA's sports accomplishments from last week.
Women's basketball beat Sage Creek 56-37. They also won their game last Friday 71-7.
The men's soccer team is outstanding as they've won the Academy Cup 3-1 for the first time in 4 years. They were also semi-finalists in the Grossmont tournament.
You may remember Madison as the outstanding golf player during the fall season, but she has also been a part of the women's soccer program here at Canyon Crest since her freshman year.
She's had an important role on the team, but now unable to continue playing on the field, she's taken up a position as an assistant coach.
Here's more on the story.
My name's Madison. I'm a senior. I played soccer for 14 years. Yeah, I definitely think that my first concussion, that one is kind of like a sprained ankle where once you get it, you're susceptible to more. So my second concussion, it didn't take that much to get it. The third one, the fourth one, and the symptoms kept getting worse.
My name's Donald. I'm the certified athletic trainer here at Canyon Crest Academy. There are consequences of having multiple concussions. You can have increased symptoms with post-concussion syndrome. You can also have symptoms that simply stay forever. You could have chronic headaches or dizziness or vision problems, balance problems, any sort of things. It really depends on the person, the individual.
My coach from a couple years ago came up to me and said that coaching might be a better alternative, so I said, all right, let's give it a shot, and I realized it was really, really fun, really cool, so I stuck with it, so yeah.
What an inspiring story.
Well, that's it for this week's CCA and the season. It's been an honor being your sports host for this semester.
Stay sporty, CCA.
Woo! Since we never took the time to fully introduce them, here is our talented crew.
I'm Chris.
I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Nate.
But our exceptional crew isn't what really sets CCA apart from other schools. What really does it is our arts program.
Whether through the day classes or the after-school conservatory program, CCA students are encouraged to express themselves apart from the rigors of academia.
So, to tell us the latest in arts here at CCA and in a galaxy far, far away, here's our arts host, Kalani Newman.
It's good to be retired.
Hey, dude, Kalani. So, like, we got the biggest art story of the year, man. Like, this is big.
Of course, I'm retired.
Oh, dude, you won't believe what it is, man. It's...
No. There's no denying that the largest cinematic experience recently is the highest grossing film in the United States, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. In fact, our school news did an entire episode on the movie alone. Star Wars as a whole has such a huge impact on the world that so many communities have started up, including the Star Wars Club at our school. And Tori Boobian is the president, and she runs it every Friday at lunch in Mr. Corman's room.
So, for me, I grew up with Star Wars, and along with many of the other members of this club, it just means so much to us, and it's such a cultural, like, worldwide phenomenon that so many people know about it and care about it, and I think that it's just so important to our culture, and George Lucas has done a lot for the movie industry as well. And I just think that it's a really cool thing that goes on, and it's just really rad to have a club that we can celebrate.
So my wife over at Carmel Valley Middle School has had this club for the past few years, and I was hoping to bring it here, and just our love of Star Wars was able to do that. I think the storyline of Star Wars is really about a heroic journey that you've got, the building up, and just the fact of those characters and that character development and the whole storyline allows that any generation can thoroughly love Star Wars. And the fact that it has that and we're reintroducing it to another generation allows this club and other clubs like it to build up and become one.
On the last episode of Arts, we mentioned that the Opera for Vocal Conservatory is January 21st and 22nd. It has been moved to March 3rd and 4th due to finals. On January 10th, 2016, an amazing artist, musician, and actor, David Bowie, unfortunately passed away. We'd just like to take this time to thank Bowie for not only his contribution to the arts world, but to the world as a whole. So to end off Arts, we'd just like to say in the words of Bowie, I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. Thanks CCA for a great season.
We've had some pretty memorable moments in Season 12 of CCA-TV.
Let's take a look back on the very best of Season 12.
Straight out of CCA! Oh!
No! Because I love CCA-TV!
You buy it, you own it now. Field Day is your pet.
Great interviews, Ethan.
So they know they're great.
On the streets, and I'm here interviewing people, and I'm here.
We're gonna blur your face, so he won't know.
And a free kid.
Hi, Mom.
Whoa! This tea is too hot!
What?
I mean, you're not really a singer.
I made it out of clay.
Good morning, CCA. I'm Konstantin.
Out of the best 8 teams in San Diego County.
What's up, Phil?
Put the thing back where it came. Click the like button. Click it, click it. I gotta go to chicken, Harry.
Hi, I'm Santiago with Pygraph.
Let's go to Bar and Brew.
There's got to be better shows on Fridays that play during second period.
Well, CCA, it's time for your 2 favorite boys to say goodbye.
And it's only fitting we end this show where we started it, in front of the CCA sign.
But hey, don't worry. Next semester you're gonna have 2 brand new hosts. Won't be nearly as handsome as us, but will probably be much more qualified.
Thanks, CCA. It's been a great time.
You're welcome, Ravens. We're really gonna, miss you guys.
Till next time, I'm Constantine.
And I'm Philip. Stay classy, CCA. Oh. And that's our time. Thank you very much.
Well, I wake up to a sky so blue with my girlfriend in the other room. Got the coffee on, pancakes done. I get sleeping outside in the sun.